Hello, good afternoon. This is Dr. presenting wellness ways in all formats. We are here on the Wisdom app and also on the other formats too, in Clubhouse and on the Instagram. Uh, I think I have a guest on the Wisdom app. I'm trying to get her in. Um, so let's see. It will come in. Anyway, this is Dr. Kulusu. Let me introduce myself. I'm a physician, an informatician, and also a yoga practitioner. I started a new series on the Wisdom app and also on the other formats. We have been talking about wellness ways in the in this format where we started with the four pillars of the wellness and defined the wellness. And the first pillar was food, that was discussed day before yesterday as the number one day. And the number two day, tomorrow, yesterday, we talked about uh, activity. And today we're going to talk about sleep. This is more like an introductory session, and people, as they want, they can come up and pose me questions or comments or contributions. That way, we can have a robust discussion on what is wellness, how do we manage, how do you keep our illness away, that kind of thing. Okay, so let's see what happens. Uh, with the presentation, and this is going to be an hour or two discussion, so we can all relax and discuss it as you please. And I anticipate guests to come and go, which is fine. Uh, so, as a physician of a long experience, I have witnessed a lot of chronic diseases, and they were not improving. Even we were spending a lot of money, and a lot of people are coming in, but then they take the treatments, but the outcomes are not improving because most of these diseases are caught at a later date, and people are really having problems from the complications of the chronic diseases. So I always maintained prevention is better than cure. Obviously, everybody knows that. But are we living in a preventative way? Are we enhancing wellness? That is the really the good question that people can ask, and then they can really uh, address them, their lifestyles. So that's where eating nutritious food and being active and having a exercise program that is really fun, and at the same time it can result in something like a habit, and also a good habit, and it is generating more of uh, not that much train, but the train. People train uh, from the level of fitness they have and all the way. So it's obviously it's a good thing to start with an active lifestyle from the childhood, play sports and moving around most of the day, that kind of thing. And also after you have the nutritional food and active lifestyle, you want to rest and sleep too, and that is where today we're going to focus on. Obviously sleep is very important, everybody knows it, and sleep is the one where you restore your body and also the mind. So you want to focus on that. So how do you do that is the way how you do the daytime, uh, how you are in the moment, how you are not in tension, how you are not really working under stress, and all those are important too. So be awake and alert and in the moment during the day. That's a very important concept. Once you understand that, then when you take a lot of stresses and worries, when you go to the sleep, stay there in the sleep, not with a lot of dreams and a lot of tossing and turning and all that. So you can prepare for the sleep, do some things before the sleep. That's what we're going to explore. And also when after you sleep, when you get up, how you get up, what you do in the first hour is very important too. So to have a good sleep ambience where you are going to the bedroom just to sleep and rest, and it is darkened and it doesn't have any disturbances, especially the TV and other devices are not there. And also you can have some music, light music to before sleep, or you can have light reading, whatever winds you down. Apart from that, reviewing of all the what happened and putting them in perspective, and thereby you can uh, really say that okay, I am already winded down. I can really come up with this. um, with this sleep now I can ease into it, like putting your mind in a proper perspective, and then you kind of allow the mind to relax so that you can have some routines of exercise that I recommend to people, or yoga postures or yoga way of sleeping. There are so many concepts we're going to talk about as we go into the room a little bit more. Okay, so that is how the sleep is really taken as a very important thing. It starts with being awake and alert in the moment during the day, and having sleep ambience and preparing for the sleep, and then going to the sleep. And then when you get up in the morning, you can also do some things to help you to be in the moment and not to have all the thoughts come in. And then you can also have processes where you can wake up by yourself at any hour that you desire, instead of having a alarm help or something like that. So that is very much considered by people. I always help people to restore their natural rhythms, which is how can you sleep with your reproductive system not disturbed. It's better to stay away from sleeping agents as much as possible, including some wine and alcohol, including sleeping pills, including melatonin, things like that. On the other hand, you can also have other people uh, to help you not to cause disturbances, arguments, everything before sleep. Don't go to sleep angry. All those things also matter. So in that way, you can see lot of the preparation, lot of understanding, lot of good habits are important for the sleep. Obviously, if you sleep well, if you get up in the morning, you have a lot of energy, and obviously you can have a good day. And with the modern lifestyles, with the late nights, entertainments, and also the stimulants and depressants, medications, and other substances, your sleep cycle can be disturbed. That's where you want to pay close attention to nitty gritty of our daily efforts, and how we think, how we feel, how we clear our mind. All those things come into play when you really want to rest up and also sleep very well. You can always prepare for the sleep first by winding down. So it's better to have dinner around 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, give enough time, and the rest of the time, at least 1 hour before you start to unwind. And that's something people don't invest time to do it, even though they don't have any job or anything. They don't take the habit of unwinding. Suppose you are busy, you are not able to come to the bed, that's a different matter. But if you have a regular routine where you can have some time before going to bed where you can unwind, and then you can calm down your mind by doing some meditation or light music or some light reading. That kind of thing also will help you too. As you become more comfortable, you can get all this shutting down the mind very very easily within 5 to 10 minutes, but you have to cultivate these habits. So as I am going to plan this wellness ways for a while, I'm just introducing the topics and the possible discussions of them as each day. So I have done uh, 2 days, and this is the third day. I plan to take one topic for a week and discuss at length. Every day I will be coming, and the first week of each month, we were going to discuss about one particular pillar. Like the food will be discussed for a week, and then next week we'll take it up activity and exercise, and third week we'll take the sleep and rest, and the fourth week we'll take meditation and thought control. So that kind of plan will give people plenty of opportunity to ask questions and to contribute and to bring in new subjects that you would want us to look into and get experts on those and then discuss them. I plan to do all of that as the requirements are seen by my friends who are coming in on a daily basis. So this is a room probably I'll do either in the morning or in the afternoon, but there will be continuity based on the four pillars of our wellness. So that is what I wanted to do, and I would like to see that people come up and then talk about these things, and then we can go from there. Okay. So I have opened the rooms and I have opened some streams also. It is going to be preliminary these few days. And tomorrow I'm going to take up what is meditation, what is thought control, what is mind control, what are the current practices, what is the new thing I'm going to bring in, how can you be always in meditation, those kind of things I'm going to talk about. And I also invite people to come and pose questions and participate. That kind of uh, deeper exploration will give you understanding and also some practical tools of application that you can do daily. The, like today, for the sleep, actually how you spend daytime is very very important. you know so be in the present, pay attention to what you are doing is very important, because if you are doing a task and you completely done with it, and then you kind of relaxed after it, then the mind don't have to come into place and put you in order during the night. That's when the dreams happen. Suppose you are all agitated during the day, and when you want to go to sleep, mind says, "No, I need to put everything in order first before I go to slip into deeper sleep." So there will be a lot of hours you will be trying to adjust your mind's agitation. So, but if you can resolve them during the day and as they are happening, and also just before sleep, if you can do an exercise of reviewing all your reactions during the day, that's a much better way for the mind to come to order very quickly, and it will have more hours of deeper sleep than dreams only. That's a very commonsensical thing. People don't pay attention to that. If you can do the daytime inattention in the present moment, and as you are doing them you can get rid of them from your mind, then nighttime your sleep will be very deep and very restorating and energizing. So let's understand that, and then as I go into the each week with sleep, I will go deeper discussion about that. And then once you are done with the day, like I said, unwind, relax, or have some stretching exercise, breathing exercise, or you can also practice what's called sleep as per yoga. That's called yoga nidra. There are some few limbering exercise you can do, some deep breathing exercise you can do, and then what's called dead man's pose, corpse pose, or shavasana in Sanskrit. You can do that, and that is a has a mild relaxation, medium, or deeper relaxation. If you can progress into the deeper relaxation, you will have a very quality and deep sleep through the night. You can we can go through those routines when we discuss in detail. And then once you are sleeping, and then you get up in the morning, you don't want to rush into things, you want to take it easy. Maybe that's a early morning hour is a very good one to have some spiritual practices, which I will introduce you some of them. And then you can try them. It's not according to any religion, it's more according to spirituality, where all people are equal and everybody has the same kind of mechanism, consciousness, and we're going to explore some of those aspects too. With that, those kind of practices, usually people will have a lot more uh, deeper sleep and a lot more respiration and a lot more energy in the morning when they get up. Okay, so my idea is, how can we improve wellness of people by changing lifestyles? So how we work, how we exercise, how we pay attention to nutrition, how we rest and relax and sleep, and how we keep our mind clear, how we keep our emotions also in check so there would be a disturbance for us. Uh, lot of it is lifestyles, lot of it is self-care. After that is done, people can be really protect their health and then prevent things or identify things much earlier so that you can go to the professionals and then fix them much easier. If you detect them very early, anything is much better. Diabetes, if you detect them pre-diabetic and then control the diet and exercise and relax, you will control the diabetes much, much better. Even though you have the genes, you don't have to give the environmental stimulant like that. Um, so all the chronic diseases, even if you have an existing disease, if you really understand the roots of the disease and go work with them, then they will be not going to complications, or they may manage it better and you feel better too. So that kind of self responsibility, self study, self work on some of the eating habits, some of the work habits, work attitudes, or mental habits, emotional hang ups. All those things can be studied, which is called swadhyaya. You study yourself and then you kind of fix them by changing those lifestyles. I'm not talking about established diseases that people are suffering. They may have to take the medications, they may have to treatment. That's all okay. But in here, on a public forum, I want to address how people can take responsibility for their lifestyles and make them therapeutic so that they won't go into deeper problems or complications. That's the whole idea why I'm doing all this. Okay. So anybody here want to discuss, they're welcome to come up and talk about anything. People are there on the um, Clubhouse, and people are there on the Instagram and also on the Wisdom app. So those three are formats are open for people to come up and talk. If anybody has any request to come up, you can place them in the comment. Then I can bring them in. There are Raj is there, and Cheryl and Santosh is there. And okay. So let me reiterate once again what I'm trying to do here. As you know, I'm a physician of more than 40 years of practice in the United States. I'm an internal medicine doctor, so my job was to treat most of the medical conditions. So I took very much interest in preventing diseases and teaching patients how to maintain their health, and also be early for the diagnosis, be early for the treatments and all that. But I always helped people to change their lifestyles, and thereby they manage their diseases better. I think that is also needed in terms of we don't have much of good insurance coverage for many people, and also we don't want to miss our work and miss daily satisfaction we get when we do a good job, or when we do a good job in good health, good energy too. So staying away from some things, some habits, and also really understanding disease process as a whole. If you know what the damage the cigarettes can do, obviously you are more motivated to stay away from them. But if you are already in the habit formed already, then you have to take the professional's help to get a system out of you, the habit out of your system. So that kind of commonsensical really preventive and proactive behavior with your health is something that what I want to do, because I've seen people in so many places that they miss the diagnosis very early when it is treatable, when it is removable. They let it go because it doesn't bother them that much, or they don't have the money, or they don't have insurance, and then people neglect them. And also, they don't do enough good things to their body and mind. So in old age, they will really suffer with a lot of chronic diseases too. So even for the youngsters, if we make them maintain their health properly, understand where it can go wrong, understand the forces out there which push bad diet and inactivity and pleasure orientation, watching all the TV for a long time. Now the attention deficit happening because people are always on the TV, that kind of things, right? And then they don't really understand what is information overload, how much information is hurled at us, hurled at our minds, and taking away um, mm, our attention. That's the basic thing, right? So I want to address all those lifestyles that can be helped and improved, provided you are very proactive with your health and wellness. There are so many people want to help you in the form of health coaches, naturopaths, functional medicine, so life coaches, and all that. You can make use of them, talk to them, and see what they can provide and listen to them. But as far as I'm concerned, I want to help the wellness oriented health system so that people will have more of um, uh, help like that is indicating towards the wellness, that is helping you to prevent things very early, that is helping you to detect things very early. That kind of concentration from our medical community would help people to really maintain their wellness much better, rather than just looking for system after you have given a chance for the disease to grow, and going there and getting just a few tablets or a few treatments that are not really going to reverse the course of the illness, as long as you have the same habits continuing. So that's why lifestyle change is very important. We have seen any number of patients coming to the clinic, either the disease is advanced, or the complications have arisen. They're at a stage which is well beyond prevention, well beyond nipping in the bud. Nothing like that, So then it becomes very horrible. Sometimes people come with a heart attack, and then they will start to exercise, they will start to change their diet and all those measures, My argument is, why don't we make it a movement where people are really understanding what the wellness mean is, how to maintain our wellness by changing our lifestyle. It may sound very commonsensical and very small, very non-romantic ways, but I think we're talking about our health and energy and joy that we can have from having the wellness. Okay, so that's what I'm passionate about, and I'm going to continue to come to these rooms and present my viewpoint and help whoever comes to me to ask questions, or they want to contribute, or they want some questions about the system, or they have questions about any particular quality aspect of any pillar. I will be more than happy to share whatever I know, and also welcome other people who want to contribute that kind of um, pillar. For example, food, nutritionists are welcome, nutrogenomics are welcome, Ayurvedic diet people are welcome. So many people are there. If they come and then they want to contribute their expertise, I'll be very grateful to them too. So that is what I wanted to do, and as we go along, we will do more of this. If anybody wants to come up on the Wisdom app, I'm more than happy to receive them and talk to them. I think there are some people in the queue, but they want to come up or now. I don't know. All right. So this is only an introductory class. I'm going to stay here for a few weeks to discuss this whole aspect of wellness and all the pillars, and discuss about burnout and stress and how they have become such a big deal, and how people are not having a self-care, not having a comprehensive self-care. That is the problem, right? So we want to bring attention to that, and compliment people who are doing it, and understand and learn from them, or you know contribute to people who are not doing it, and encourage them, show them the ways and show them the things that they are doing. And if they have any difficulties of implementing any plan that they received from their doctor or any other professional, we can tell them, we can give them resources that they can use. All those kind of things are all which I did in the clinic for so many years. But there's only few patients, right? But now I can now open up to the to the all the people on these apps, and I'm good to confine myself to changing the lifestyles, and then take it from there. Suppose we take up meditation or thought, I will go as deep as you want. If you want to know about the molecular biology through the diet, we will go there too. So we will go according to what is the enthusiasm, what's the curiosity, what is the wonderment people have, and then we have open up, and then there's a lot of resources people can use. But my question is, do you approach it like a responsibility, something that you want to do with your body and mind, so that you are strong in your body, flexible, but at the same time really having a lot of energy in your body, and you have a mind that is really uh, that mind is really uh, alert, awake, and also aware, you know and you have a sharp intellect, you have a good memory, and you have a control of your thought process and emotions, that kind of thing. And overall, you have peace and quiet and love in your heart, and you have joy in your life, in your work, in your relationship, harmony in your relationship. All those things are health factors, but if you can really understand your mind and body better, you will do a lot more to that. Okay, so that kind of things we should look into. because I thought Raj wanted to come up, so I was going to see. Okay, I kind of invited him if he wants to come up. So we'll see. So that is the plan. I want to spend some time here with my friends and all the followers to present my viewpoint and encourage them to pay attention to the wellness ways and take charge of your health in your hands. By learning, when applying what you learned, and also seeking guidance if you have some problem in implementing. You can come to me or you can go to your health professional. That's all fine. But as far as I'm here, I'm going to commit some time for this promotion. And the ultimate aim is, how can you have wellness oriented health systems? Do we understand what that is? Do we deserve that? Yeah, obviously, we do deserve that. Then you will be more healthy, and you will be not spending that much money and time and suffering with illness. So if you can do that, even a little bit of it, that's worth it. So that's why I'm inviting everybody to come and listen to this. I have to put more posts advertising our intention and what I'm going to do, and people can make use of that. I will announce in all the rooms that I go, and then also post a few of posts on the social media so that people will understand. I invite everybody to come and join my club, be a pal, and also be a part of this room, and tell your friends. And if you like the content, feed me on how it is going, or anything else you want to hear about, and I will try to bring them. For example, if you have back pain and you have stretches for the back, I can give you them, and then you can improve that, and then really make the back doesn't go much lower than it is now. Okay, so with all that, I will invite people to come up and see whether any questions or anything. Let's see, Deirdre is there. I invited her. Let's see whether she wants to come up. Okay, if people are happy with what we have talked about, I will end the room at this time, and then I will be back tomorrow with the fourth pillar of wellness, which is our mind, meditation, thought, and all those included. Okay, so I will be seeing you, but tomorrow, and thank you for joining me. Uh, I will be back tomorrow. Thank you.